Yeah, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around and you clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.
We're doing it live, ladies and gents. Welcome to the show. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And I'm back at you. We got Charles Newsom in the building early in the morning. D. Fuentes in the house. What's going on, brother? Another day, another dollar. I'm telling you, we're going to look at some trades. Well, actually, there are no trades for at this moment. I might have to dip into my personal signal stash to give you a free trade for the day. We shall see, because the moves overnight in the London zone, Eurozone was pretty wild. So because this is based on momentum, it may take a day or so to figure out which direction we're going to go for a new trade. But we'll take a look at all that today. All right. So shout out to D. Fuentes and Charles, as our president says, Newscom. Charles Newscom. Lasers go pew pew. I love that name. Shout out to you. How you doing this morning? Yeah, let's get into it, man. Over the weekend I was working tirelessly on the new website. It's almost ready. I'll give you a quick sneak peek in a second here. Matter of fact, why don't I do that now? Just to give you a quick sneak peek, because what you're going to get with the new website, Bloodalytics website, is basically I've kind of broken up the signal, pre-configured signal packages into their own subscriptions. So of course the legendary, the Bitcoin and Ethereum scalping signals will be available. Yeah, I know it's Gavin, but when I see the last name, I just think of Newscom. Laser says camera quality is crisp. I don't know why it's different today. I haven't changed anything. I don't know. But let me show you really quickly. Shout out to 10 Pound for tuning in this morning. This fall, I'm gonna get the live streams where we just talk shit and crack up and stuff. We're gonna get those back up and running this fall. I can't do it in the summertime, y'all. Can't do it. Hit that like button though as you guys come in here. We're starting to get some people on the live stream. Let's try to get more on here. So hit that like button and share the stream. Before we get into the Bloodalytics trades, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the new Bloodalytics website. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. That's the new site. Almost done. Now, on the new site, don't pay attention to the pricing. Don't let the pricing scare you. I'm going to change that. Just got it as a placeholder right now. But you'll see we now will have everything broken up into 2 pairs per pre-configured scalping signal. So you'll have, of course, the Bitcoin Ethereum. The Sol BNB one will be online. And the SUI XRP. And then we'll just continue to add more pre-configured packages on there. All right, so that's how it's going to be set up. We got the hedge fund signal. Again, all the prices I haven't set those up, so we'll have that ready when I launch. Should be tomorrow. Hoping to do this tomorrow. I'm also going to another reason I'm waiting, because I'm going to add another section for the moon signal. That'll be cheaper because I'm not, I'm just going to release it from the work we did actually building that live a few months ago. I'm going to release the moon signal because, listen, I think the moon is back on deck, ladies and gentlemen. I really think the signal was back, synced up, and all that esoteric madness is linking back up. Because guess what? If you would have traded the moon signal on, what's that, July 24th? Let me zoom this in for you. New moon on July 24th. Boom. Dropped. It came back up, but it ultimately ended up being the correct move off that signal right here. And guess what? We got a new moon on Saturday. A bullish moon. The bullish moon there. You see that? That's crazy. Bitcoin reacted to that as well. So you would be in a long right now. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to release this Bloodalytic moon signal to the public. You guys will sign up for this. It won't be as much as the pre-configured 2 pairs. But, yeah, man, this is looking kind of good. I mean, I've been letting this bad boy just kind of run. I haven't automated it on my end, but, if you're trading like 15,000 per trade on this Bloodalytics moon signal, the profit, look at the profit factor, above 2. Now the profitability per trade is low, so the probability that the trade will be profitable is at 41%, but you don't have to be above 50%. A lot of people don't realize that. It's just that as long as the ones that do win really knock it out the park. That's all you need. You just need the ones that do win to really knock them out the park. And that's what happens in this system, where it doesn't, the profitable percentage of profitable trades is below 50%. But when we do win, you get big moves up in your equity. All right, so yeah, this will be available. This is on the 1 hour. This is on the 1 hour. I might change the signal to BNB, or Binance, I should say, not Bitfinex, when I actually release it. Let's see, man, USDT on here. I might have to kind of play with the parameters just a little bit when I switch over to Tether. Let's see how it looks. No, it's fairly close. Profit factor dropped just a little bit under 2.0, but pretty close to. And out, like I said before I release, we'll modify it and just make sure it's ready for showtime for you guys. So look out for the Bloodalytics moon signal coming on the 1 hour. This is great for like longer term trades, and it'll have your take profits in there as well, so you're just not lost in the sauce. Once you get the trade to go long, you'll know when to take profits too, and it will actually move the stop loss up for you on particular trades as well. All right, so yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So that's what I've been working on over the weekend, and actually making some improvements to the signal as always. Nothing new has been released this week, so we're still running on for the scalping system. That is, we're still running on last week's It's a minor update or push. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on, because we might have a trade on deck right now, ironically enough. We just might have a trade coming up. So I was saying that I didn't think I would have a free trade for you today. You might get one, ladies and gentlemen. You might get one. So what we have right now, and this was, of course, I wasn't up at 4 o'clock this morning, but if you caught this right at the beginning of the London trading zone, we went short on Ethereum. Now, remember the last update I did for the scalping system, I pretty much eliminated any weekend trading just to weed out the noise. Okay. Again, you can do whatever you want, but I just eliminated that so it doesn't entice you to potentially trade at that time period, because it's a lot of back and forth. Usually ends up where it closed on Friday many times. This week, not so much, but yeah, I eliminated that from the signal. And what do you have? We are now going long on Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. All right, round of applause. So you do have a free trade. I didn't think I was going to be able to get you one. Let's see if we can get that trade in really quickly. All right. So let's open up the Ethereum page. And let me just share this. I gotta zoom in a little bit here. So market, we'll nibble on this trade. Long on Ethereum. Ethereum's going crazy. I'm gonna take a look at an article that talks about why we might be seeing these moves up in Ethereum outperforming. It has to do with Wall Street, of course. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, any shock there. It ain't because of the utility or more people using Ether. All speculation. All speculation. So we went long right a minute or so ago on Ethereum, and for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with the scaling. So I'm resetting the scale. Very strange. All right, so we're long Ethereum after that successful short. If you caught that as a Bloodalytics scalp member, you would have caught that this morning, taking 50% of your profits here, another 33% here, and now we're going long. And so your stop loss on this long, you can set at about 42.28. That'll be a safe area, or you can just 42.27 even. Okay, 42.27 with a initial take profit target of 1.2% from entry. So that will take us, whoa, way too high. 1.42 would be 43.16 would be your target for a take profit, roughly, with Bloodalytics. All right, so I can just put that TP, first TP target. And actually, how about we use, can I use an emoji? Let's try to do it up here. Let's see if I can add an emoji in here. Boom. There you go. So first take profit target is up there. Maybe it should be red. Maybe it should be like green for money. Even though the future of money ain't gonna have a color, but that's a whole nother conversation. All right, so there you go. In that trade, told you your stop loss. That's down here. Gave you your first take profit, and if we hit that take profit, and we have more take profits throughout the live session, then we will just we'll go with that. I'll convey those take profits, those additional take profits, if we get there. No guarantee, but it is what it is. We got House of Trades in the building. What's going on, bro? He was wondering about Bloodalytics last week. Man, check it out. We making gains over here. We're making gains. We're making gains. All right, so that's your free trade for today. I didn't think I was going to be able to get you one, but you do have one now. Bitcoin didn't catch this in the Euro zone, but it went short at 655 this morning. Took 50% of our profits here, and we're now getting a bounce. Not too sure if that bounce will continue and trigger. Well, we're way too far to trigger a long. Basically, a long at this point would be near all-time highs. So that's why I was looking at Bitcoin at the beginning of the live stream and saying I don't think I'll be able to get anyone in a trade while I'm streaming. But I was surprised that we were able to get into that Ethereum trade. Up about $100. I didn't put a lot in this trade because I was just waiting for a potential pullback below entry. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit. So that's our current ETH trade we're in. All right, so also I want to take a look at this article, right? So a lot of people are saying that we're going to get a rate cut in September. And if we get a rate cut, crypto and stocks will move up another ladder. They will move up again. So this is why you can't be 100% sure about targets, price targets, right? Predictions, because there are always unknown factors that may come in from left field and just change or delay, more so delay your targets, your price targets. So I do believe if we get a rate cut this September, you're going to get another leg up. Wherever we are in crypto, wherever we are in stocks at that point, you're going to get another leg up in those markets, without a shadow of a doubt. And so it will delay any move to the downside that many are looking for, including myself. I think we're going to get a bursting of the bubble. See, these rate cuts only last, the high from these rate cuts, the sugar high only lasts a week or so. Then the market is looking for more. They're going to look for more, and they're going to look for more. So if we get a rate cut next month, you will see another pop or a leg up in stocks, in cryptos. I'm telling you for sure that will happen, but it will be short-lived. Federal Reserve will likely cut rates in September. The crypto market has previously surged in response to higher rates. Is there a definite relationship between rate cuts and the crypto rally? They meant to say lower rates right here, not higher rates. It really isn't. It doesn't surge when rates go higher. It surges when rates go lower. So that's what you need to look for. So how many of you in the chat room think that we will get lower rates or a rate cut this coming September, next month? Because the odds of a rate cut in September have jumped 90%. 90%. And that's not all. Since the chances of 3 rate cuts this year have increased to 50%. So yeah, we get one in September. If we get 2 more after that, yeah, man, they're gonna extend this rally as long as possible as the real economy continues to erode. Like, there is no connection to the real economy or Main Street and stocks and other speculative asset classes. It's just no, it has been detached, I would say, since '09, since the great financial crisis. That's when the complete decoupling from reality occurred. It was already kind of on the, on the cusp of decoupling and not having any connection to reality back then, but it really accelerated after that. Now, this guy from 10x Research this morning said that he believes Bitcoin's new all-time high, which we did touch on, I think 123 this morning. Shout out to AI Griff, man. It didn't go the way we thought. It did make one more wave. Was that the triple top? I don't know. If we get a rate cut next month, no, it's not triple top. You're going to see even another high. So 10x researcher said Bitcoin's breakout of its consolidation zone in early July coincides with Donald Trump's, I called him Donald Pump. Donald Pump's signing of the big beautiful bill, which included $5 trillion in debt ceiling increases. So he's saying this move has to do with the U.S. rapid debt expansion, continuous rapid debt expansion, and is largely fueled, he says, by Asia. Bitcoin's breakout isn't random. It's being fueled by the fastest U.S. debt expansion in history, and that momentum isn't slowing down. So here's the thing, man. And this is what, shout out to AI Griff. We got Eric Audrey in the building. He says, yes, a quarter basis point cut is coming. All right. Fort Worth, Dallas, we in the building. Shout out to him. AI says, I still say it is. I'll fall on my sword. Here's the thing, man. This is what you got to keep in mind. There's never, or very rarely, is there one straight reason why something happens. Usually there is a number of things that collectively add up to an action happening, especially like in markets, right? So if we get a rate cut, you will see Bitcoin and crypto go higher. You will see stocks go higher. Let me see what that alert was. We've got another BNB take profit on the short that I'm in. Let's go over to my personal stash really quickly. See what's going on. All right, so we got another take profit on the short that I'm in on BNB, which this was a nice sequence of trades. So I went long last night at 8 p.m. on BNB. Took the 33%, just nibbled on the trade there, and then we tried to go short, and then I tried to double down on that short, and that ended up being stopped out, and we went long. We tried to double down on the long, and then that got stopped out, but finally got it right on this trade with this short that occurred this morning at 5:53 a.m. and we, took profits there on those trades. All right, so that's what's up. That was a good trade this morning on BNB. So that's what that alert was. But yeah, I think you're going to see markets go up. Are they baking in a rate cut? Good question. Good question. Because markets are forward pricing. So if there's rumors of, then it should be baked in. But you still get an initial pop. You still get a pop off the actual rate cut. And some follow through. But it again, there's so much debt. We're in such horrible conditions that it's not going to last. So you're going to get a pop. And unless they continue to lower rates, which they could continue to cut rates. But it's like a circular feedback loop, a negative feedback loop. The more you cut rates, the more you let the markets know that shit ain't good. So it's like Trump is saying cut rates, but you only need to cut rates when things aren't doing well. You need to cut rates when you want to stimulate. You need to stimulate the economy. You need to stimulate markets. You need to stimulate growth. If everything was all Gucci, you wouldn't be needing to cut rates. So that's the thing. You continue to cut rates, then at some point, the market's going to say, oh, crap, something's not right. And then they're going to go lower. So it's a very complicated relationship. AI says he has a big short waiting at 124,850 on Bitcoin. Okay. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm going to look at the broader chart here in a minute. My favorite chart. Look, let's take a look at here, because we got on some exchanges we did take our all-time high. We took out a new all-time high, but on Bitfinex we didn't. I'm just looking at this. On some we hit like 123 above the last high, all-time high, which happened on July 14th. So depends on the exchange you're looking at. But on some we did eclipse it. But this is why I use Bitfinex, because it didn't eclipse. So technically we're not like really out the water or making newer highs, at least on Bitfinex, which is why I use Bitfinex. It's not a popular crypto exchange feed or price feed, but I like using this OG thing. All right, so we actually had a nice run up and rejection here at the line, the whole line. We've been teetering on that line for a long time. And we got another rejection so far. This is on the 1 hour. So I don't know. I don't know.
I thought you were street smart, bro.
I was pretty smart too, big boy. But we'll have to see. Now, one thing I'm just noticing right now, just doing the lines, not those lines, not doing those lines, but doing the trend lines. You'll see we almost to the T got a breakout on the new moon. Almost to the T. Like we broke out, hit the line, trend line, came back down, and then we were off to the races. So it's very interesting. So we did get a breakout from the trend line, downward trend line, starting or pivoting at the all-time high, going down. And then you can do one over here as well, like that. And so you have we broke out of this pennant, but of course it could come back down. Could come back down. Eric says, I believe an analyst report last week I read, it was indicating something like 3 rate cuts for the rest of the year starting in September. I'm not sure it will be 3 cuts, but who knows? 3 would be that would be pretty aggressive. That would be, yeah, that would be a little aggressive. And really, I think we're getting a rate cut in September solely because Trump went to Powell's house and pretty much like threatened him on some mafia type stuff. So he's gonna give him 1, and then I think he'll stop again, personally. But 1 will give us some life. But again, it all depends on the base at where the rate cut actually happens. If it happens and we're down here at 115, or we break this line, we're down at 109, and we get a rate cut and actually comes through next month, then guess what, guys? I mean, that could just take us back to this trend line. You know, it depends on when or where we are when the rate cut happens. Now, we are getting some momentum on this long trade. Let's take a look at that. The Ethereum trade I gave you at the beginning. You should definitely be in some more green on that trade. The free trade for today. Complimentary of Bloodalytics. Shout out to Bloodalytics. So as you guys can see here, I don't know why this looks so weird, but I'm gonna fix the scaling after the stream. But here you go. We're about 0.5% away from our take profit, our initial take profit on this trade. I told you it would be around 43.17 on Ethereum. Went long down here at 42.55. Stop loss is at 42.27, I would say. And so we'll be watching it. We'll be watching this trade. 3 rate cuts will take us to that 150. Yeah. 3 rate cuts is diabolical. That's crazy. That means emergency, something is wrong with the economy. We know it is. It's like, it's crazy that they've been able to prop it up this long, but hey, all I need is some volatility and some price action, and we're good. We're good. Up or down, just don't go around. Is there anything else? Oh, so I want to take a look at what we have for the calendar this week. Nothing today on the actual calendar for economic news, but tomorrow we do get core CPI and CPI month to month and year to year. So that may, move markets a little bit at 8:30 in the morning. And then Wednesday, we don't have any real fireworks. Thursday, we got core PPI and we got unemployment claims. So that may be a little something. And then we close the week off with retail sales. And at 10 a.m., U of M consumer sentiment. That can be a banger. So we'll see about that. Smitty Lee in the building. Oh my God, Smitty. Hey man, I appreciate you for watching. So there you have it for today, guys. I gave you a free trade. Hope that works out for you. I'll be monitoring it myself, of course. And if you want to sign up for this signal, it's only $24 a month. The prices are going up when the new site launches, which is going to be this week. So grandfather yourself in. sign up for the scalping signal, 1 minute scalping signal. You don't have to have any type of paid TradingView account level or anything like that. Basic TradingView account. Sign up for the scalping. You'll get Bitcoin and Ethereum like you see on this screen here. Okay. I'll have to do another video. I keep forgetting to do a video showing you guys how you can set up alerts so they come right to your phone based on this signal after you purchase it. So you can get alerts to your phone. Here's the Bitcoin trade for today. We went short this morning at 6:50 a.m. taking profits along the way. In the green on that one. And be launching, starting with the new website, we will be launching 3 or 2 more pre-configured signal packages. SUI and XRP for all my banker coin holders. And also Solana and BNB. And we'll be launching the moon signal, Bloodalytics moon signal, which is on the 1 hour, more of a macro trending type of situation, but very effective, as I showed you guys earlier. So you'll get a chart for that as well available to purchase, all a la carte, right? So that's how it's going down. And of course, can't forget, you know, we got the hedge fund signal, which is automated, and that is courtesy of Blowfin exchange. I'll have BYDFi on board with this as well soon. Just waiting for them to finish up their API configuration so I can get it connected to that exchange as well. So that'll be available soon to you. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Hit that like button, share the stream. Smitty said you've got to get on the next live on Maverick Approach or off the grid with BH if possible again. Oh yeah, man, I love those guys. Those my dudes. BH, I jumped on this live stream not to be on the stream, but I was in the chat room last week for a minute. I saw that Mav just interviewed legendary point guard for the Utah Jazz. What's his name? Stockman? I forgot my man's name. I'm drawing a blank. That was a great interview. I watched about 30 minutes of it. Go Longhorns. There you go. There you go. We can just copy those trades, right? Yes, I've been living under a rock. New to this. Yeah, John Stockton. There we go, baby. There we go. That was a good interview. The assist king. Yes, still. Right. Amazing. Amazing. So here's the scan that QR code in the top right corner, and I will drop it in. Let's see. I don't have the link. Well, I can do it this way. I can go get it really quickly. Alright, so this is the link to sign up for it directly, my friend. For the scalping. Yeah, get grandfathered in today. $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime you want. Restart anytime you want. Or if you restart, it will be at the new rate. But cancel anytime you want. You ain't gonna want to cancel. This is gonna be good. If you have time to trade during the U.S. time zone, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard to 5, you're gonna make some money. Can't guarantee it, but you know, read between the lines. And again, I'll do. Yeah, this is a scalping one. This is a scalping one. The link I just sent you is to sign up for the scalping. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'll have the Solana one and Bitcoin and BNB one available when I launch the new site. and the SUI and XRP one available when I launch a new site. Those are like a la carte packages, though. You have to sign up individually for those too if you want those pairs. Nah, new site should be up like tomorrow evening, maybe Wednesday. I still got to build out the moon signal sign up part. So just depends on how fast I can get that done, bro. All right, that's it for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in again. I'll definitely hit up Smitty. I'll hit up Mav and get on another live stream. I love kicking it with those fellas over there. Until next time, I'll check y'all later. Holla.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.